What is up, everybody, and welcome to another video. And I'm super excited about this one because this is a continuation. This is literally part 5 of our $100,000 Shopify series that we've been doing. And again, this series has blown up so much to the point where I've been bombarded with people. All they're saying in the comments is, Dan, we hit the 333 likes. Can you release the next video? So I'm gonna make things very clear at this point because you guys are just absolutely amazing. What I'm gonna be doing is October 12th is when the actual series is going to end. So throughout, right now, whenever I release this video to October 12th, all the videos are going to be released in that order. But because this is the next video in the sequence, I'm really excited to let you know exactly what you can expect in this video. Now, this is gonna be completely different than what we've been doing. So if you've been following along very closely, which I know you have, you already know for a fact that this is one of those series that I've been walking you through literally every single part of the steps, holding your hand. But here's the part that is going to get a lot of people stumped, and this is why I kind of have, this production here looking really crisp and really clear, because I want to make this very concise and to the point. This is the video where a lot of people are going to drop off. This is the video where a lot of people are literally just going to say, Dan, I'm done. I don't want any part of this anymore. I am not ready for this. I'm not cut out for this. I'm just not excited enough to go ahead and continue. Now, again, I can only imagine, I'd say 50 to 60% of people will drop off. Now, for those of you that are actually going to stay with me, this is where the fundamental of this entire business actually becomes set up. Now, when I actually say what is the backbone, the driving factor to all this, aside from Facebook ads, you're gonna wonder, what do you mean, right? You're gonna be like, well, what is he talking about? Well, what we're gonna be talking about here today is actually email. Now, why am I going and setting up email before I go ahead and go out and run ads and everything else? It's because you need to make sure email is going to be your absolute biggest way to make thousands upon thousands of dollars. If there's one thing you'll ever notice, if you go to your email inbox right now, if you've ever purchased from Walmart, Apple, Burberry, Louis Vuitton, any type of massive company, they utilize email, right? So I went to this sunglass company the other day called Warby Parker, and I bought a pair of sunglasses from there. Next thing I know, I was getting bombarded with their newsletters, right? Their specials, their deals, their going out of season type of deals, right? And again, I noticed that my stores and people that are successful that have followed me and have listened to me all have one thing in common. And we all have that one thing in common with other multinational Fortune 500 type of companies, is that we're utilizing email within our stores. And again, this is something huge. And again, like I said, we changed up a few things from the other series. And this is where we actually change up, is we focus very heavily on the email sequence. As a matter of fact, what I want to do right now is actually dive into this email sequence with you. But before I actually show you this, I'm going to tell you right now that this video is going to be very condensed, maybe 8 to 11 minutes. But what I did was I created an entire 50 to 60 minute video for you, well, 2-part videos actually, that you're gonna have to go, and this is why it's a little bit different and why I said this video is completely different. I'm actually going to go ahead and walk you through and document every single minute detail about this email follow-up series, because it's specifically laid out so you can go ahead and use it in your store. But here's the thing, for you to actually go ahead and watch this 60-minute video, there's a link down below in the description, or I might actually run this as a YouTube ad as well. So if this becomes a YouTube ad, then you can actually click on the link here, or here, or somewhere around here. There's gonna be a link here. So again, I want you to just keep in mind to watch that full-blown video where you can go ahead and learn everything there is to this email sequence. You're gonna have to click on the link somewhere around here if you're watching this on my channel, in the description. Very important. Like I said, this is the reason why there's gonna be 2 sides of people that actually continue on and will be very profitable. And then you're gonna have the other side of people that are, unfortunately, they're going to drop off. They're gonna go ahead and say, you know what, this isn't for me or anything else, which is fine. As a matter of fact, between us, this is the reason why I set it up this way, because I can keep posting videos on YouTube and I'll keep getting people that come back and watch it, but there's people that are actually serious and there's those that aren't. I want to start siphoning out those of you that are serious and those of you that aren't, and really hyper-targeting and micro-focusing training on you. Because everybody else who's just here just for, the laughs and whatnot, just to kind of be like, oh yeah, let's see what he's up to. Those people, they're always going to be there. They're always going to be going ahead and trying the next best thing. I don't know. They do their own thing. But I want to focus on those of you that are serious. So I move the training from here. Now, I'm not saying this is the last training video, by no means. The only difference that I'm doing here is providing you the full-blown email sequence training on a separate type of page. And I'm also going to be inviting you to a workshop that I'm doing with one of my really good friends, Anthony Morrison. Now, if you don't know Anthony's responsible for well over $50 million processed online selling his own stuff, which is insane. And how did he do that? Email. You want to know exactly one of the few people, one of 3 people that I learned from was Anthony, okay? And the other 2 people, my mentor, Jimmy Kim, and his mentor as well, Anik Singhal. And these 3 people are the ones that I learned from. And I'm bringing Anthony on to share his strategy with you. So when you go and watch this video on the entire email sequence, to actually watch the second part of the video, you're gonna need to register for the workshop. And again, you're actually gonna get email. The reason why it's set up that way is because I have it so when you register, you're automatically added onto the list of you wanna see the other video. So I split up these 2 videos that I'm gonna be providing you into 2 parts. The very first one where we break down the first week, and the second part is where we break down the money week, all right? I call it the money week because there's a certain sequence. So I'm actually gonna show you that. I'm gonna walk you through that right now. And again, I need you to decide right now what point you are when you're watching these videos. I've literally had, if I can just see right here, we've had around well over 25,000 people that came through and viewed videos 1 through 4 so far. So again, there's gonna be 2 types of people: serious people, not so serious people. You that are serious, those of you that are serious, I will see you on that webpage. But again, for those of you that aren't, I got nothing to tell you. Enjoy everything you're gonna be doing. But again, that's just me being very blatant, very honest. I'm a straightforward guy. And again, you already know that if you've been following me. I plan on losing hundreds of subscribers because of this video, which I'm totally cool with. Like I said, I'm focusing on those that want to become successful. And once you realize this is also something, it's also something you have to realize in business as well, is that you're gonna have a bunch of different customers that come through your stores. Customers that spend $1 compared to customers that spend $20, right? Completely different. People who want to be successful and will take a little step to go out there and register for more training are completely different than people that are browsing YouTube wanting to get free training. There's a very different type of person. And that's how people like Harriet and Sean and other successful people like Michelle as well, who are my students that have done 6 figures. And Sean just gave me an income report today. I think it was like $40,000 in the last like 60 days or so. And that's great for somebody who was a browser on YouTube to somebody who actually took action and started implementing. So again, I'm done ranting here. This isn't really a rant. This is me just saying, decide who you are, because this is one of those turning points in the series. I've never done this. I'm not really scared to do it. I'm well prepared for the backlash that I might get. I'm also prepared for the positivity that I might get. And somebody else I quickly want to shout out is Charlene. I can't even forget you, Charlene. I always see you on YouTube videos and whatnot commenting. I see your income reports. I remember you emailed me the other day saying you just hit the $1,500 a day mark. So congratulations to you. I don't want to seem like I'm brushing you off. I'm absolutely not. But there's, hundreds of people. And again, the link is down in the description if you want to learn more about what we're about to cover right now. So with that being said, it's literally midnight right now, and I just want to get cranking because I have a lot of work. The hustle never stops. So let's go into my computer right now and let's get to it. All right, so we're over here, and this is literally the chart that you're gonna see, but let me make this more transparent. This is the chart, okay, and it still keeps going. All right, so this little elaborate chart over here is actually pretty simple. It's more so step by step exactly what you should be doing. But I kind of want to walk you through exactly what you can expect over here when you actually go to the link in the description. Actually, if you don't even need to go to the link in the description, you can go to ecomeclipse.com. So like a moon eclipse, just with e-commerce. It's kind of a play on words. Well, it's not really a play on words, no, not at all. But anyway, this is it. This is the 6-figure follow-up strategy. All right, now this is very important how it's mapped out. And obviously, like I say, I go through it all over here. Just go to Ecom Eclipse, all right? And to get the second video where we actually break down the other weeks, you're gonna have to register for the workshops. Or register for one of the workshops, because once you register for one, you're registered for both. So go ahead and make sure you register and you actually attend them as well, because I'm bringing on a special guest for email. But essentially, just to make this very quick, simple, to the point, this is exactly what you're gonna be learning, all right? Collecting emails, how to collect them with your actual store. And then what you're going to be able to do is use certain applications, and some applications will kind of give you an insight on, and the best autoresponders for you to use as well. Then we go into week 1 and how to set up your entire week with the process and everything. Week 1 is actually a pretty cool process flow. Essentially, what's going to happen in week number 1 is you're going to get people to go and start following your social media brands and really start building your social presence. Week number 2 is when we really start to build off of week number 1 and go off of that story that you portrayed. And then week number 2 is where we start to see the money week. Now, the money week is I love this week, because once you have your initial 7 to 8 days of pretty much just building up, literally it's amazing. I really have no way of putting this except think about just loading up so many people, right, into like a 7-day sequence, and on the 7th day is when you make all the money. Imagine you load up 1,000 people on the first day. You see no results, right? Because, well, you see no income, immediate income. Then on day 2, same thing. You see no immediate income, but you see some sales start to roll through and you have another 1,000 people. But say you get 1,000 people into your email sequence every single day for 6 days. On the 7th day, what happens is the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th day, you literally just start seeing $1,000 days. Why? Because obviously with an email sequence, it takes a little to roll out. So for example, if you go ahead and opt into one of my lists, I might not start making money from anybody until, with either programs, applications, themes, as an affiliate, whatever, until maybe 14, 15 days down the line. But I can tell you right now is that if I load up people into my Shopify stores, right? And this is what I do. This is one of my biggest secrets that I barely ever reveal. I load people up right away and get them hooked in, and then provide them with a lot of value up front. And this is exactly what I lay out. And I provide them with a lot of value, a story, and really relating back to what I'm doing. And then after that, what I do is I like to build out micro communities and then go to week number 2, where it's basically just kind of like a pitch. It's just like, here, buy this, buy this, buy this. Oh, here's a bundle offer from my store that you can go and buy. These 2 t-shirts are on sale if you buy this, if you buy this sweatshirt, etc., right? These 2 sweatpants are on sale if you buy this. Here's a coupon code, whatever it is. So week number 2 is the money week. Week number 3 is what I like to call kind of like a crossbreed between week number 1 and week number 2, where we have the money week, yet we have another engagement segment as well. And then week number 4 is we kind of rinse and repeat week number 1, 2, and 3, kind of condensed all into week 4. So again, there's a lot to go through. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to go through. I take a solid hour or so explaining everything in the actual series. If you go to Ecom Eclipse, and I kind of open it up. I went to LA and whatnot. Went to go hang out with a lot of ecom friends, and we kind of just literally hung out there. It's one of my buddy's cars, but essentially, if you want to go and learn everything there is about this system right here, I kind of show you proof as well. What I suggest is going to Ecom Eclipse. I don't want to go ahead and post a 2-hour video on this channel. I already know that a lot of people will definitely devalue what I post, so I only want to have those people that are serious. And like I said in my video, where you actually saw my face, is that there's 2 types of people that are going to be watching this type of video. Person number 1 is going to be the, I hate this type of thing, Dan's siphoning me off, I don't know if I'm serious about this, etc. I just want to watch some videos and do nothing with my life. That's the type of person that we have, number 1. And number 2 is the successful people. So again, guys, what I'm going to be doing, like I said, this is a really, really long segment with emails, but it has to be done. It's something that's in depth, something nobody else will ever share with you. And I hope I hope you like it, because this is an inside look of what people don't want to tell you, or people don't want to share with you. That's the thing. A lot of people only want to sell you on the sexy stuff. Email, this is very, very sexy because, again, it helps you with your store and increasing the revenue. But a lot of times people won't show all the inner workings of this, all right? This inner working right here is pretty elaborate. So again, go ahead, ecomeclipse.com, and this is literally the next part of the segment, and I'm still going to keep continuing with the next segment, but essentially the next segment is me kind of aligning everything with Receiptful, all the email stuff that I need in my store and everything, and making sure everything is set up. And then the next video after that is actually we start to run ads and start to contact influencers, and we keep on going. So again, give me a thumbs up once I hit, let's do 375 likes on this video. Once I hit 375 likes on this video, I will release the next one. But like I said, October 12th is when we end the entire series. So in between now and October 12th is exactly when I will go ahead and pretty much end the series. All right. So again, guys, thank you so much for coming out and watching this video.